In terms of today, we'll start off with some exercises in standing and then coming down to the mat in kneeling and then onto our backs, and then we'll finish sitting up. So different positions, different stretches. The first thing we're going to start off with is a little bit of a Pilates move called a roll down. Now, how a Pilates instructor once described this to me is imagining each section of the spine, each vertebra is a pearl essentially, and you're just individually moving one over the other each time. Okay, so we start from the cervical spine, which is your neck, okay, working down through your thoracic spine and then into your lumbars, so your lower back. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is just go feet shoulder width apart, chuck the chin in, okay, and then just slowly start bringing your chin down to your chest. You then bring in your forehead down, and then you start to shrug your shoulders. You're almost kind of trying to condense your rib cage and really work through your thoracic spine, your mid back first before you start leaning forward, and then when that starts getting really tight, that's when you start to lean. And again, just imagine those pearls, one coming over the other, and you're coming all the way down. Sometimes you get a nice little click as I'm doing this in my lower back. You're going to come all the way down to the floor until you feel a bit of a stretch, okay, just as low as you can get. Don't worry about how low you go. And then once you're down at the bottom there, you're just going to literally start unraveling those pearls. So starting from the lower back, I got my click there. So you've got 5 vertebrae in the lower back. So think kind of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then think about the mid back starting to come up straight. Again, when I'm saying the numbers, it's not accurate, but just imagine that's what's going on. Then you bring in your chin up, and you look up nice and high into the air. Okay, so that's a roll down. Nice one to start off with. Again, lots of flexion and extension through the spine. Okay, number 2, we're going to go for a bit of rotation. You have your 2 hands together, okay, and you're just going to gently rotate to the side. Okay, again, I got a nice little click in my back, and you're just going to rotate around side to side. Okay, you just keep that going. Just going to demonstrate another nice way you can do it. You can use a dowel rod or a broom handle, okay, or a golf club, whatever you've got at home. Hands over the back, and it'll just help you to guide the movement. Twist around sometimes a little bit further. It also gives you markers so you can see exactly, okay, where's my hand going in relation to the corners of the room. Okay, so I can see for myself, I can go further, and I'm twisting around to the left. Okay, that's just a little self-assessment tool for you. Okay, so again, we've done around kind of 40 seconds there of rotations. Okay, the next one, just going to get the pelvis involved as well. Okay, so it's just going to be knee to elbow, so just twisting round. Okay, so you're just twisting, so it's just knees come up and across, upper body twists, and the elbow comes over the knee. Okay, we're just going to go 5 more from there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, I'm just slightly dipping the shoulder on that one as well. Okay, so just cross body, knee to elbow. Next one we're going to do, okay, side flexion. Just let the middle finger roll down the sides. Okay, try not to just lean forward, okay, try and lean directly to the side. And just nice and slowly. Okay, so when I'm up to the middle, I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds to get down, going up nice and slowly, and again the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, just over 4 seconds. And just 1 more off to the left side. Good, next one, the arm's going to come up and over. Okay, may feel that stretch a little bit higher up. Again, think about coming to the side, not leaning back too far, leaning forward too far. Again, it's more of a mobility exercise, so again, we're just going to hold a few seconds and then just mobilise and move over to the other side. Okay, you go 4 more from there. 3, you can support from the hip as well as you lean over. 2 there, over to the other side. And 1 there. Perfect. Okay, the next exercise, you can use a mat, okay, or a carpet. Okay, if you get any knee pain at the moment, I'm recovering from an ACL operation. The front of my right knee is a little bit tender. So it's going to be a kneeling hip flexor stretch. You can use a pillow or a towel, okay, if you do have any knee issues. So I'm just going to use that for my right leg. Right knee, okay, when we're stretching, right hip flexors, right knee is down, left leg steps forward, and you're just going to think about the pelvis staying tucked underneath you, okay, so hips underneath you, tucking your tailbone underneath you, and then you're leaning forward into the hip flexor stretch. Okay. The reason we're stretching the hip flexors, you can get what's called lower cross syndrome. The hip flexors are tight, tilts the pelvis forward, and then makes the lower back and the erector spinae muscle group really stiff. And then you can get some lower back pain from that. So again, that's why we're going to be stretching out hip flexors as well today, just as an added bonus stretch. Again, it's mainly back and glutes stretches and mobility, but we'll incorporate a few other stretches as well. Okay. Changing legs, okay. So this one, don't need the towel. Left leg, think about the tailbone underneath you, okay, so hips aren't pointing forward, they're coming underneath you. Okay, and then you're pushing forward into the stretch. You're going to hold the stretches there for around 20 seconds, okay, 20 to 25 seconds. In terms of any stretch, you've got what's called creep in the muscle, which is basically plastic deformation under load. So any viscoelastic tissue takes just shy of 20 seconds to actually start stretching out. So in terms of allowing that muscle to stretch or increasing the stretch tolerance of that muscle, you want around 20 seconds at a bare minimum. Okay, coming up there. The next one we're going to do, okay, kneeling glute stretch. The front leg just comes across, okay, hooked round the other leg, and then knee comes down and just leaning forward. Okay, so I can feel that now in my right glute. I'm just going to hold there 20 seconds. Coming up, okay. Other leg comes round and over, and again lean forward. And come back there. Okay, so just uncrossing your legs there. The next stretch we're going to go for is what's called a preacher stretch. Again, any knee issues, you may feel a bit of a stretch in the front of the knee with this one as well. You're going to be sitting back onto your heels essentially. Okay, so arms out in front, and then you're just going to sit back onto the heels, curl yourself into a ball, and then just hold. Okay, and slowly coming back up. Okay, and then you're going to come onto your front. Okay, so lying flat on your front, hands to the side of your chest or shoulders, and you're just going to push up. Okay. For this one, I tend to bring my hands out a bit and actually lock my elbows out. It's not designed to be an upper body exercise. We're just bringing the spine into extension. Okay, so again, feel free to support your weight through your arms. You don't have to hold it like a press up. You can also look up to increase the stretch. And if you actually drive your hips down and pull your shoulders back, you'll sometimes feel, if you've done a good ab workout that day or the day before, you've got DOMs in your abs, you'll probably feel your abs stretching as well. If you are someone that has lower back pain and you get quite a centralised pain in the lower back with this, then just come down slightly, bring the hands forward, okay, and don't go at as much of an angle. Okay, coming back down, okay, bring yourself up. Little bonus exercise, isn't it? To have this on the list. I just thought of it. You've got your kind of cat-cows or cat-camel position, so your pelvic tilts, so you're kind of sticking your bum up, bringing your belly button down towards the floor, and then sucking your belly button in and curling your hips underneath you. Okay, just like we did with the hip flexor stretch, and then you just reverse that posture. Okay. So they're called a number of different things. I think cat-camel or cat-cows are the most commonly used. You look at them on Google Images. And so just driving the belly button down towards the floor, sticking your bum up in the air, and then curling underneath, bum tucking in, tailbone, your coccyx tucking underneath you, and then back to neutral spine there. Okay, so what we're going to do next is go on to our backs. Okay, we're going to start off with knee rolls. Really nice exercise. If you've had lower back spasm, we've been getting lower back pain. Again, this is a nice one to do early on. There's no loading or actual loading down through the spine, so everything's set and flat on the mat, and you're just literally rocking the knees over side to side. And again, it's a good assessment tool. Just see how much range of movement you have either side. So again, I know that side there's a lot more flexion. I'm struggling to get my knees down there. And right in my SI J, I can feel it now as I come down there. An issue on the right side here. It's just a little bit stiff. That feels nice and free. Knees rolling to the side. I can feel it there. So again, you can use it as a bit of a self-assessment tool. The lower back and SI joints. Okay, just keep that going. One left each side. And today you've got plenty of stretches, so it's more of a quick fire session of lots of different mobility exercises and stretches, but feel free to hold them lower and press the pause button if you're doing these at home afterwards. So next exercise is going to be a knee hug, okay? We're going to do double leg first, then single leg. So you're literally just bringing the knees up towards the chest, try and hook your arms round and then pull in tight, okay? So bend at your elbow and really pull the knees in, okay? If it feels more comfortable, so again, grab over the top of the knees with both hands, feel free to do that. It's usually a bit easier if you hook the arms round and then pull down. And again, you can lock your arms around the forearms, grab onto the other arm and just pull in tight. Good, a few seconds, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to straighten out there. Straighten one leg first, okay, other leg's coming up, and you're going to pull in tight, okay. Again, if you're quite tight, the hip flexors, you may actually feel the other leg starts to come up, starts to pop up, okay, but just try and fight against that, try and leave the other leg straight, okay, so straighten the leg that's flat on the floor, and just pull the knee in towards the chest. Okay, and straighten that leg, bring the other leg up, and pull it in tight. Okay, so knee to chest, keep the other leg down. increasing there. Okay. Next exercise is a bit of a glute stretch, or what people call the piriformis, a little muscle that sits around where the glutes are, quite deep to the glute. You're going to go ankle over knee. Okay, so it's a glute stretch or piriformis stretch, or figure 4 stretch as well. Ankle over knee, reach behind the leg that's on the floor, grab hold of the back of the thigh, okay, your hamstrings, and then pull in towards you. You do this at home. If you find you struggle to pull in this far, use a wall, okay, and just block your foot against the wall, okay. If you even struggle doing that, you can't get the hips up at all, just bring the leg in towards you, okay, but I'm using my leg as a lever, okay, and pull there, okay, you're going to hold 20 seconds. Okay, slowly coming down there, bringing my right heel down, I won't go side on for this one, left ankle over the right knee, reaching back around the right thigh, and I'm just pulling in towards me, okay. And try not to tense up too much for this. I see people with their heads high up, far off the mat or a pillow, whatever they're using, okay, just relax the head down, you're just pulling the hips in towards you to increase the stretch. And 5 more seconds from there. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So just slowly start and back down there. Okay. The next stretch we'll do again is going to be a little bit of back, sometimes IT band if that's feeling tight. Okay, and also glute. It's going to be got a crucifix position to start with. So feet straight, arms out. Okay, the knee then comes up and over the body. Okay, so it's a cross body stretch. Knee comes up and over, foot comes up and over. You can then use, so my right leg's coming over, you can then use that left hand to just give you a bit of an extra stretch, pull that left leg down, okay? What I then tend to do is just try and keep the right arm and the right shoulder down on the floor. I look over to that right side as well. And then we just hold in there. Ten more seconds. And slowly coming up there. Okay. So again, this time I'm straightening the right leg, left knee is coming up and over, and then I keep the left arm down, looking to my left side, and I'm using the right hand as a hook to just bring the leg down. I can actually even slap my hand under the doorway there just to make sure my shoulder's not coming up. Okay, just hold there. As soon as you feel a stretch, again with all the stretches, if it's feeling tight, feel free to hold it for a little bit longer than the 20 seconds. Like I said, today is just more of a demo of lots of different kind of back and glute mobility exercises and stretches. Also, feel free to repeat stretches 2 or 3 times round. If you have ones that you find more beneficial than others or more relieving than others, then go for those. Okay, coming back up there. Okay, the next ones we're going to be sat up for. Okay, so next, you're going to go feet wide. And you're just literally going to reach forward. So again, if you've got a tight back, you'll probably feel it in the lower back straight away. If you have tight hamstrings, you may feel it in the back of the legs. Okay, and just reach forward. And as you're reaching forward, you're also leaning forward. Okay, so bend forward as well. As if you were going to get your head on the floor in front of you. Which again, for most of us, would be near impossible. Five more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0, and then we're just going to come up. Okay, you're going to bring the feet together this time. Okay, and then just reaching forward. And again, it's a sit and reach test or a sit and reach stretch. Just hold there. Okay, we're going to hold 20 seconds again. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Coming back up. Okay. If you do have tight hamstrings, again, you can do them individually as well. So you can bring, I'm going to stretch to the left hamstring and bringing the right foot in to the side of the thigh, just as a block there, keeping the leg nice and straight, and then I'm just reaching forward. Okay. And again, straight away I can feel that in the back of the thigh. You may actually get it behind the back of the knee a little bit as well, depending on if the tissue behind the back of the knee is tight or if the calf is tight. If you want more of a hamstring bias, you can actually bring the knee up a tiny bit and then lean further forward, and you'll get that as more of a hamstring stretch than in the calves. Okay. So the tip for you. Slowly coming back, I'm just going to change legs. Okay. Right leg out in front. Nice and straight, left foot as a block. And again, just reaching forward. And again, it depends on where you want to feel the stretch. If you're grabbing the toes, you're probably going to get a bit more back of the knee and calf. If you're just reaching forward, probably a bit more back of the thigh. And if you lift the knee up and lean forward, you'll get a bit more of the actual hold of the hamstring bulk in the stretch. So again, it just depends on your goal and what you want to stretch. It's just a basic stretch. Just reach forward as if you're reaching towards your heel, and keep the leg down. Okay, coming back up. Okay, next stretch is going to be cross-body glute stretch. Okay, so you're going to cross the body again. Okay, you're trying to pull the leg in towards you to stretch around from glutes. Maybe IT band a little bit again if it's feeling tight. What I do when my left foot's coming over, I use again the crease of the right elbow there to just pull in and pull in tight. Okay, so for me I can actually feel the knee is on my right pec, my right side of my chest. I can feel the stretch all down here. Again, just holding there. Okay, so it's around 25 there. Go a bit longer, it's feeling tight. Other leg coming over. Okay, again, this time I'm using crease in my elbow there. On the left arm, I'm pulling the right side across. Okay, stretching the tissue all around the right side, the hip and glute. Just pull it nice and tight. And then relaxing there. Okay. So that routine in total is around 25 minutes. Okay, it's stretching out, you know, lots of different structures, including hip flexors and hamstrings as well get involved. Lots of back mobility, lots of different levels of the spine, so cervical, thoracic, and lumbar spine all incorporated. Lots of glute stretches, bit of IT band as well. So again, if you're feeling a little bit stiff around the back and hips, really nice little routine for you. What you can do at the start with things like the roll downs or the down rod rotations, again, if you like Doing those exercises, you can use them as a bit of a warm-up before you go into kind of a core workout, or a weight session or something like that. If you're feeling a little bit stiff, the knee rolls tends to be a bit of a favourite as well in terms of the stretches. For glutes, you've got the piriformis stretch where you're pulling in, and the crossbody ones, including the crucifix one as well, are quite popular. Other options as well are obviously your foam rolling, which is literally, you just kind of imagining a rolling pin over dough, essentially a muscles dough. Again, that can give quite good relief. Doesn't work for everyone, but does work for a lot of people in terms of just a bit of pain modulation and preventing DOMS a little bit. The research isn't great for kind of long-term mobility gains, but again, every little helps. Keep mobile, keep stretching, keep on top of your foam rolling, keep on top of your exercises through range of motion, and you'll be doing well. Hope you enjoyed the session, and we'll see you all again soon.